If you want to know the best documentaries,
you should definitely watch our picks for the best ones of 2022.
Number 10. The Greatest Lie Ever Sold. George Floyd and the Rise of BLM, directed by Candace Owens. This film revisits the events surrounding George Floyd's death, including the aftermath that fueled the global rise of Black Lives Matter. It showed how the media played a role in creating a narrative that justified the riots and investigates the use of the $90 million raised by BLM. With a unique perspective on the events, this is an eye-opening film for anyone interested in understanding the role of media, race relations, and activism in society.
We've been sort of investigating throughout this documentary, where did the money go that was given to Black Lives Matter? We never even really got a full answer of how much money was given.
I often say that BLM now stands for Buy Lavish Mansions, because that's what the BLM movement does.
Number 9.
It's Selena Gomez.
Selena.
The one that you hear the songs of? Yeah.
Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me is a documentary film directed by Alec Kashishian. Embracing the controversial journey of superstar Selena Gomez, this raw and respectful insight allows us to witness the icon from a new perspective. Placing her at the height of her career, unexpected twists alter Selena's life forever, challenging her more than anything ever did before, placing her under a different spotlight for years to come.
When I started to realize all this stuff was going on that I couldn't control sometimes even, it was terrifying.
Number 8.
SpaceX Dragon, thanks for the great ride to space.
Return to Space is a documentary film directed by Jimmy Chin and Elizabeth Chai Vasarhelyi. Offering a rare inside access to NASA and SpaceX, this is the thrilling story of the 2-decade mission to send American astronauts back to space aboard U.S. rockets. It covers the inspirational rise of SpaceX and Elon Musk's effort to resurrect America's space travel ambitions, and shows an intimate portrait of the engineers and astronauts chosen for the historic moment.
Congratulations, you just put astronauts in orbit. Incredible. Yeah. Well done, guys.
Number 7. Downfall, The Case Against Boeing, directed by Rory Kennedy. With tremendous shock factor and a raw truth behind it, this documentary investigates the events that caused the global panic in March 2019 after 2 new Boeing planes crashed within 5 months, killing hundreds of people. As the truth reveals itself, it becomes more and more clear that they may have been more concerned with financial gain over the safety of their passengers.
By the beginning of 2018, we'd come through the safest period for commercial aviation in the history of aviation.
Number 6. Fire of Love, directed by Sarah Dosa. Astonishing and out of this world, this journey of 2 lovers who lost their lives doing what they loved most follows Katja and Maurice Croft, who traveled the world's volcanoes on a hunt for the mysteries they hold. Exploring their extraordinary careers from their early days up to their death, they work to unravel the secrets of our planet by capturing the most explosive imagery ever recorded.
Se faire tuer sur un volcan rouge, c'est très difficile. Parce qu'une coulée de lave, ça emprunte une vallée comme n'importe quelle rivière, on sait où cela va.
Number 5.
Alexei, don't worry. You were poisoned, there was a murder attempt. Putin tried to kill you with Novichok.
Navalny is a documentary film directed by Daniel Roher. Ironically, this real-life documentary is as gripping, if not more, as any thriller out there, and spikes even harder when you remember that all of it is the actual truth. Following an anti-authoritarian leader who opposes the Russian state, the story starts off with the ambitious Alexei Navalny, recovering from an assassination attempt through poison.
And he opened his blue eyes wide and looked at me and said very clear, "Блядь, что? Это же так тупо."
Come on, poisoned?
Number 4. Stutz, directed by Jonah Hill. Catching a glimpse of the importance of therapy and framed by superstar Jonah Hill, Stutz chronicles the life and career of psychiatrist Dr. Phil Stutz, who has helped countless patients, from leading business owners to therapy scientists. As Hill sits down with Stutz for an unorthodox session that flips their typical dynamic, they bring the tools to life in a humorous, vulnerable, and ultimately therapeutic experience.
He'll make you do things that are actually destructive. And the idea of being in sync with the shadow, it's a sense of wholeness. Wholeness means I don't need anything else. I'm whole the way I am. And that's very freeing.
Number 3. Moonage Daydream, written and directed by Brett Morgan. This cinematic odyssey explores David Bowie's creative and musical journey. It uses a montage-style editing format to convey a biography of Bowie, utilizing film clips and interviews from throughout his career. As the first film to be officially authorized by Bowie's estate, Moonage Daydream shows a real encounter with his world and has a mesmerizing collage of sound and vision that will entrance any Bowie fan.
It's that sense of why those things happen. Why aren't things the same every single day and produce exactly the same feeling? And art, it always does that to me.
Number 2.
This is a mistake, and I can't even fit into the skateboard world. That was heavy for me.
Tony Hawk, Until the Wheels Fall Off is a documentary film directed by Sam Jones, featuring never-seen-before footage and a more intimate-than-ever insight into the megastar's personal life, career, and relationship with skateboarding. This Tony Hawk documentary is everything a fan of the legend could wish for. Using in-depth interviews with Hawk and his closest friends and rivals, we witness the rise of an icon.
They were laughing about something, some inside joke, and I kind of snickered. yeah, like I'm in on the joke. Dwayne turned towards me, spit on my grip tape, and was like, "This is punk rock, kid."
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
You saw someone who was so beautiful, and she wasn't afraid to look ugly. Which is something you almost never saw women do.
Put on a fat suit, black out your teeth.
I was chatting to this Australian hedge fund manager. He's like, "So, would you be interested in some German gangsters?" I think he'd looked at the accounts and thought it was a fraud. So I made a note. Wirecard, something to look into.
I called the Amex helpline. They can hear how stressed I am. They just said, "Stay put, we'll come to you." I was shit scared that they were gonna come and put handcuffs on me and take me away.
Number 1.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? A woman is someone who claims that as their identity.
What is a Woman is a documentary film directed by Justin Folk and explores the complexity of gender and transgender issues. Presented by political commentator Matt Walsh, the film asks the simple question, what is a woman? It includes interviews and discussions on topics such as sex rearrangement surgery, puberty blockers, transgender youth, and transgender athletes. With its divided reception, this film is sure to spark meaningful discussion and offer a range of perspectives on those complex and often controversial issues.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.